I think that, first of all, there has to be a commitment from the top in leadership,
Okay.
the CEO.
What does a commitment look like?
Well, commitment means that oftentimes we want the top layers of the company to look like the rest of society. For example, Toronto is extraordinarily diverse city.
Yeah.
And I don't know enough about the specifics in Toronto. So I don't know if the corporate senior leadership, I know that in the United States, the corporate leadership in the C-suites is getting slowly reflective of the culture of the community. But we still got a ways to go, particularly as it relates to board seats. And as I said, the C-suite and all the way reflective throughout the corporate structure. Some are doing very good. Others need to do better and need to realize that is a benefit for the corporation. The other thing is we see that millennials are demanding this. And as they compile their data, meaning corporations, as they acquire data, they are moving in a different direction because those who patronize them are encouraging that. And so we're seeing that. I don't know how it is specifically in Canada today, but we've seen great.
It's not much different.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm just saying, it's not much different. We're talking about
We've seen diversity,
it's
sensitivity, human relations training expanded. We've seen diversity and inclusion in general. You know, for many years, we just kind of taught that language, but we didn't do anything. I think now we're seeing blueprints that are established. And this is not about affirmative action. This is about maximizing even the profits, because people are going to want to support. I think there's a consciousness in the air that was not once there. There was not at one time there. And particularly in young people, you know, as we are evolving as a society. Now, there are some who are still pushing back. And that's why, you know, we have a great division in the United States, because those pushbacks were given. At one time, they were on life support. Now they seem to be fueled by high profile individuals. And, you know, I think no one ever should be mistreated. But by the same token, you should not look at others and say, well, my problem is these people. And that's what is being promoted by some at high political levels in the United States. And so there's a whole movement that has evolved. And maybe at the end of the day, as Arndrea said, a movement like that, you have to, before you can address a problem, you have to know it exists. And so we're seeing some of the ugly things that we thought we had put behind us. That ugliness is going to give us the opportunity to address these issues for once and for all.
And on a tangible level as well, if you are, as a leader, in the regards, and we're talking about now in the business community, then you have a responsibility. This work is not about collective guilt, but it is about collective responsibility. And most top tier leaders have different types of coaches, whether it's a mindset coach or, you know, a goal coach, or, you know, a coach of, you know, how to maximize time and biohacking. And, you know, so I would also say that this begins with self-study, and would highly encourage to get a coach, because we don't know what we don't know, as Martin likes to say. So the fact that, you know, to get a coach, even in this area, to help, it starts with self-study, self-reflection, so that you can lead from a point of strength. To get a coach to help you maybe understand things of which you perhaps for whatever reason might not, and setting that example from the top. It also has been demonstrated through various studies that the more diversity that's in a room, that's around the table, not only is it better for the company, it also is better for the bottom line. Separate and apart from the fact that people are looking for the social aspect to organizations, just having a diverse conversation, diversity of opinions, and a diversity of experiences gives whatever product it is that you have a richer and more dynamic market once you get out in the marketplace with that. So I think also understanding that, also understanding how it makes your product, it makes you much more hands and shoulders above the rest by doing what's right.